Song that I wrote for my daughter, Jessica. There's a new girl in my life. She's not my girlfriend, she's not my wife. And she's now just learning how to walk, and it won't be long before she talks. This here new girl in my life. There's a new girl, a new girl in my life. There's a new step in my stride. And a new outlook on life. When I say no and she starts to cry, I've got to sit her down and tell her why. This here new girl in my life. There's a new girl, a new girl in my life. There's a new girl, a new girl in my life. There's a new song on my lips. And a new love I can't resist. Someday she'll grow up and move away. Here in my heart is where she's gonna stay. Yeah, this here new girl in my life. There's a new girl, a new girl in my life. There's a new girl, a new girl in my life. I'm originally from Millville area, which is outside of Nackwick, and I've lived in Meductic and Nackwick, and Mactaquac, anywhere on the St. John River Valley I like to be, because a lot of great people to play for, and the audiences are very enthusiastic, and I like that, so it makes my job easier.
Tell me, John, how you first got started in country music.
Well, I started out when I was about 10, I think, with my first guitar. And I started writing. I lost a good friend of mine when I was just small, and I wrote a heartfelt ballad about him. So, and from there, I just started writing about everything. Girlfriends, and cars, and whatever I could think of, I wrote about. Amy wore her shoes out on the road downtown. Everybody tried to talk about her, but they couldn't put Amy down. Amy'd walk from one end right down to the other. I always figured Amy didn't want to get far from mother, so I never gave her a ride, and she never asked me why. Tell me, Amy, tell me what goes on in your mind. Amy had no boyfriends, none that we ever knew. And if you were to smile at Amy, she'd look away from you. So I never gave her a ride, and she never asked me why. Tell me, Amy, tell me what goes on in your mind. On in your mind. On in your mind. What goes on in your mind? Tell me, Amy. Then one day a limousine, it rolled down through town. This man, he took one look at Amy, told his driver to turn it around. He said, Amy, you're the prettiest girl that I ever have seen. Now the only time I see Amy is on the silver screen. But I never gave her a ride, and she never asked me why. Tell me, Amy, tell me what goes on in your mind. What goes on in your mind? What goes on in your mind? What goes on in your mind? Tell me, Amy. Amy wore her shoes out on the road downtown. Looking back on the memories of the dance we shared beneath the stars above. For a moment, the whole world was right. How was I to know that you'd ever say goodbye? And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives, I better left you chance. I couldn't miss the pain, but I I'd have had to miss the dance. Holding you, well, I'd held everything. For a moment, wasn't I the king? But if I'd only known how the king would fall, well, who's to say? Well, I might have changed it all. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. Oh, our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance. I wrote a song, it's called, I'll be doing, He Earned Everything That He Got. And it's a lesson song. There's a lesson to be learned there. And
Tell me about that lesson.
well, it's a song. When you hear it, it'll all come together. But it's about a boy who has everything handed to them, and he doesn't have to work. So in the end, not saying that it always happens, but in the end, he does not win. So because things have been too easy. His father had a big house way up on a hill, and he had himself an old antique car that barely ever turned a wheel. So one day the boy up and asked him how he got the things he had. He said, "You gotta treat things with kindness, son. Don't ever treat them bad. See, I'd earned everything that I got, and I've always worked hard and never gave up. Oh, I've earned everything I got." Well, he got a little older and he turned to 16 years, and his daddy gave him what he wanted every time he showed a tear. So he bought the boy a new sports car, but he just wrapped it round the tree. He said, "I guess not much of the old man ever rubbed off on me. See, he earned everything that he got, and he always worked hard, never gave up. I earned everything he got." Well, he got so much older that he had to leave home, go out in this big old world and find a road of his own. Well, he tried to make it fast, but the easy street was tough. Well, sitting in an alley out there, man, he's got it rough, but he earned everything that he got. He never worked hard and always gave up. I'll earn everything he got. You know you earn everything that you got. So you have to work hard and never give up. All you earn everything you do, you earn everything you got. Why these things happen, well, I can't explain. There are no answers. There were two lovers, and the love was in vain. And they're still together out in the rain. Out in the rain, out in the rain. Hard words get spoken, and there is no shame. Why so much anger? 'Cause people pass on and our lives sustain. Well, is there no mercy out in the rain? Out in the rain. Out in the rain. So tonight on my pillow, my tears leave no stains, 'cause I'm right here standing out in the rain, out in the rain, out in the rain, out in the rain, out in the
You do a lot of writing. Could you tell me about that?
I never really know what starts it. You know, excuse me, I could be driving down the road and get a little idea, a couple of words, a line or two, and sit down with my guitar, and once the chords are there, it all rolls right off my tongue. And 9 times out of 10, I remember it on either the first or second crack, so it comes pretty much like that.
Do you sometimes think of one line and then maybe after a few months, then you put it together?
Sure, a lot of that. Some of my songs were 6 months in the making. Sometimes I'll have a half a song, and I've recently finished 3 or 4 songs that I started years ago, so. It's not something that I like. You take very gifted writers I look up to. They seem to, the songs, they sit down with a pen and they write them all out. Well, I don't do that. I wait for the song to come, and when it does, it usually turns out quite well and very well received. So.
Once I told you I'd do anything to please you. When looking back, you must admit I tried. Well, you stand there and tell me I must leave you. Well, I can't go, I guess I must have lied. For these lips don't know how to say goodbye. And my heart doesn't even want to try. Now these feet can do the walking, oh, but you must do the talking. For these lips don't know how to say goodbye. If you ask me for the stars that shine above you, then I might come much closer to the mark. Where you stand there and tell me not to love you. Well, I can't go, I guess I must have lied. For these lips don't know how to say goodbye. And my heart doesn't even want to try. Well, these feet can do the walking, oh, but you must do the talking. For these lips don't know how to say goodbye. For these lips don't know how to say goodbye. Read a note my grandma wrote back in 1923. Grandpa kept it in his coat and showed it once to me. Said, boy, you might not understand, but a long, long time ago, Grandma's daddy didn't like me much, but I loved your grandma so. We had this crazy plan to meet and run away together, get married in the first town we came to and live forever. But nailed to the tree that we were supposed to meet instead. Well, I found this letter, and this is what it said. If you get there before I do, don't give up on me. I'll meet you when my chores are through. And I don't know how long I'll be. Oh, but I ain't gonna let you down. Just you wait and see. Between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me these words just hours before my grandma passed away. In the corridor of a church where me and Grandpa stopped to pray. You know, I'd never seen him cry in all my 15 years. But as he said these words to her, his eyes filled up with tears. If you get there before I do, don't give up on me. I'll meet you when my chores are through, and I don't know how long I'll be. Oh, but I ain't gonna let you down. Just you wait and see that between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Oh, between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me.
You have been watching John Myshrall here on TVNB. John Myshrall has a great voice, he's really down to earth, and really believes in what he sings. Now let's go back to the stage to watch John sing Don't Close Your Eyes.
Well, I know you loved him a long time ago. Lying here in my arms, you still want him, I know. But darling, just once, little memories die. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight. Don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once let yesterday go, and you'll find more love than you ever know. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. Maybe I've been a fool, holding on all this time, lying here in your arms, knowing he's on your mind. And I keep hoping someday that you'll see the light. Just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let it be me. Don't pretend it's him in some fantasy. Darling, just once let yesterday go, and you'll find more love than you ever know. So just hold me tight when you love me tonight, and don't close your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Let don't close your eyes. Just hold me tight and love me tonight, and don't close your eyes.
Singer-songwriter